Hello, what is going on YouTube? What is going on, my friends? What's going on, my family? Hope you're having an amazing Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you. Today is the morning of day 4. By the time 3 o'clock comes around, it'll be day 5, but calling it day 4, whatever. This fast is really cool. This fast is the longest fast I've ever done. This is the longest time I've ever gone without food, and it's only been 4 days. I say only because I've got friends, I've got gurus, I've got people who really inspire me out there who have fasted for 40 days. It's 10 times as long as I've been fasting for thus far. In this video, I want to talk about a few things that I've learned over the past 4 days, and maybe not just learned, but have actually experienced for myself. So I've done a lot of research on fasting before ever doing this fast. I've even supervised some fasts. I've helped supervise some fasts. I've seen a lot of fasters, and I've learned a lot from that. It's really cool to learn about fasting. It just opens your mind up to a whole new world of possibilities. But learning something in a book and actually experiencing it for yourself are very different. And so I'd like to relay to you here what are some of the things that I've experienced over the past 4 days, and maybe my thoughts for the next few days going forward. The first thing I want to talk about is people fast for various reasons. In the same way that people go vegetarian for various reasons, people go vegan for various reasons, people become a raw foodist for various reasons, it's the same with fasting. People don't just fast to get healthy. People don't just fast to lose weight. People fast for spiritual reasons, they fast for religious reasons, they fast out of curiosity, they fast to clear an infection, they fast to have some self-discipline. People fast to practice self-control. They practice fasting just as a way of clearing their mind and getting clear on things. And so for me, the reason I wanted to do this fast was to get clear, to find clarity in my life going forward from here. I'm 28 years old, and I just want to spend some time getting crystal clear without any distractions about who exactly I am and what exactly I want to do and how I want to do it. And so thus far it's proving to be very beneficial to help me find that clarity. At the same time, this water fast, I'm also doing no internet. So this video is going to be uploaded on Christmas. My friend Frank's going to upload that for me. Thank you, Frank. And having no internet also really helps with the clarity, but I'll get into that in another video. The next thing I want to talk about, besides the first thing, which is everyone fasts for a different reason. It's not just, you can't just lump everyone into the same category and saying, oh, he's fasting because of this. You don't know why someone's fasting unless they tell you, unless you ask them. So that's the first thing. The second thing is fasting affects everybody differently. If you're really overweight, you may not even feel the effects of fasting until 4, 5, 6, 7 days into the fast. Whereas if you're already at an optimum body weight, which I thought I was going into this fast 142 pounds, I'm about 5'10", so I was already at a pretty good weight. And so I think this fast, having no calories and having, a bit of muscle on me, it affected me, it's affecting me differently than it would fast someone who doesn't have that much muscle but is carrying a lot of excess body fat, body weight. And I think it's important to keep that in mind. Also, it affects people differently based on their history, their medical history, like what sort of drugs they've taken, whether those are pharmaceutical or recreational drugs. If you've got certain drugs left in your system, maybe antibiotics, then as they come out, they're going to affect you differently than the fast will affect you differently than someone who doesn't have that in their system. Same with, same goes for people who, the last thing they ate before their fast was a bunch of like pizza and rice and potatoes and stuff, versus someone who broke the fast or who started the fast having been raw for a long period of time, or having done a juice flush or a cleanse of some sort. Going into the fast, having a bunch of leftover food in you is going to affect you very differently than going to the fast empty, clean, and clear, which is how I entered the fast. I intentionally spent the first couple days before the fast cleaning up my intestines with juice, vitamin C, digestive enzymes, things like this. So that's another thing to really keep in mind. Each time you fast as well, it's going to be different. Going into a fast with a certain emotional state of being is going to affect the fast. Going into a fast in a different location is going to affect the fast. The type of water you drink may affect your fast. There's so many things that affect the fast. So not all fasts are the same. Now, the third thing that I want to talk about, the experience that I had yesterday, was I went to Costco with Frank to pick up some more water, and Frank was getting some food. And I was in Costco, and it was just, I'd say thousands of people in there. It is busy, busy Costco. And there's just so many people in there, and they're all buying food for the most part. And I realized, like, I was pretty hungry yesterday, and I was realizing, like, wow, like, but then that wasn't true hunger. It's just like I had the desire to eat, you know? And I was like, wow, I really do love food, and I miss it already. I really love food. People say, Ted, you don't love food, you just eat fruit. It's like, yo, no, I love fruit. I love food. Like, when I'm this hungry, I'll freaking eat anything, you know? Like, I get the desire to eat. And I say it's not true hunger because it's not like, or it's not like in my throat or anything. It's just like I have the desire to eat. I want that excitement. I want that sedation that comes from eating like a big heavy meal, you know? But as much as I love food, I don't seek fulfillment from the food. Whereas I know a lot of people in Costco were seeking fulfillment from food. I could look, I could see what's in their buggy, I could see what's in their trolley, I could see what's on the checkout conveyor belt. I could see like they're buying that food because they're seeking fulfillment from it. Whereas I seek fulfillment from helping people, making videos, fitness, hanging out with friends, reading. There are so many other ways in life to get fulfillment. Food is probably not the best one to seek fulfillment from. So that was interesting. Like I just came to face how much I really do love food and how much I'm looking forward to eating again. Especially to keep making gains. You know, I want to build my body up, and I can't do that without food. So I associate food with having, you know, strength and fitness. But I gotta say, I do feel really loose and limber. I do feel really open and light and clean. Like there's no aches and pains in my bodies right now, in my body, any of my body parts. I feel really loose and limber. But I don't have the strength to use that flexibility like I will have when I break the fast. I was doing some house cleaning yesterday, vacuuming and bending over. I can feel my hamstrings. I can feel my lower back. Like the muscles just are like, hey, Ted, we don't have any food, man. Screw off. They're firing like crazy, like alarm signals, saying like, yeah, we're firing. FYI, you don't have any calories. All right, cool. Just every time you see me scroll down or bend down, I'm scrolling up my notes right here. So the next thing I want to talk about is when you're fasting, it's really easy to get dizzy. Some people get this. Some people get dizzy when they stand up really quickly. And I'm one of those people. And I've even gotten this in the past, even when I was eating full time. It's just like you just stand up, boom, all of a sudden, boom, you get super, super dizzy. And people say it's because you got low blood sugar, low blood pressure, whatever. I'm not sure exactly why it is, because I was even getting it before when I was eating food, like a few years ago. But it's a real thing, and a lot of people who are fasting long term, they stand up and they faint, they fall over. And it's really important to keep that in mind. It's already I haven't fallen over anything. I don't feel like falling over, but when I do stand up, I need to like, whoa, like take it really easy, stand up really, really slowly. So I've been doing that, and that's really important to keep in mind. If you're thinking about fasting, stand up really, really slowly. The other thing that's really fascinating about this fast for me is, and I know other people have spoken about this as well, the phases of energy that you go through. Normally, when you're eating food, when you're consistent with your eating routine like I have been with intermittent fasting leading up into this fast, I know how my energy is going to be first thing in the morning. I know how it's going to be right before I eat. I know how it's going to be right after I eat. I know how my energy is going to be midday. I know how my energy is going to be right before the last meal and right before I go to bed. It's consistently, the same energy. Like every day is the same. But with fasting, you just never know what the energy is going to be like. You could wake up with a ton of energy and feel nice and open and energetic. And then there are other times when, out of nowhere, it's just like, boom, you're exhausted. You gotta lay down. You gotta sit down and do nothing. And it's just not consistent. Each day is different. So I thought that was really, really interesting. Even if you're just, chilling, sitting in the passenger seat of a car like I was yesterday, just really tired. It's like I haven't really done too much besides 15 minutes of vacuuming or something, but just boom. The body's doing its thing. The body has its own agenda. And that's important to keep in mind as well. A lot of people come into fast thinking like, oh, I'm here to heal this. I'm here to heal that. Well, guess what? What if your body wants to heal something else? Your mind has your own agenda. Your mind has its own agenda. The mind is like, oh, I want to get rid of my acne, or I want to get rid of these love handles. But your body might be saying, yo, we gotta clean these kidneys up, we gotta clean up this liver before we get to the skin or before we get to your love handles, Your body has its own agenda. You gotta respect that. You gotta listen to that, especially when you're fasting. The other couple things I want to mention here in this video before I wrap this up is I've been sleeping really well. I've been dreaming lucidly. Dreams are great. I wake up and it's as if I just had an experience. I wake up and it's just like the dream I just had affects like the rest of my day because I can always think back to it. It was such a real, vivid experience, that dream. So now it's getting to a point where it's like, my dreams are affecting my days. My nights are affecting my days. When I'm asleep, it's affecting my wakefulness because it's like having just hung out with a really cool person, or it's like having just gotten to a big fight or argument, or it's like I just, went to a concert or something, or it's just I went on a roller coaster ride, and it's like now I wake up and it's like, whoa, like that just happened like a couple hours ago. Like that's really crazy. It makes you think. It's like, are those dreams illusions? And if they are, is this day-to-day waking life an illusion as well? Like what makes it any different? Just because I don't know what makes the dream different from this waking life. It's like the dream was so real. Just as this real life right now is so real. And the thing about dreams is that, you wake up, you forget about them. But you also forget about your days as well. Like I look back to pictures of me holding projects I worked on in high school, and I don't ever remember working on that project. Like I just looked back a few weeks ago, I saw this picture of me holding this big castle that I built. And if someone asked me, Ted, did you build this castle? I'd be like, hell no. They're like, would you put $1,000 on it that you didn't build this castle? I'd be like, yeah, I definitely never built that castle. I've never seen that castle in my life. And they're like, well, how come there's a picture of you holding it with your name on it? Right here. I'd be like, whoa, I don't remember that at all. And there's so many things I don't remember at all. I scroll through old Facebook conversation messages I've had with people. I don't remember any of those conversations I had with people, and yet they're all there. Boom, 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 boom. Things I said, things they said back. I don't recall any of it. So you may think that, you remember what you do each day, but you don't have a clue looking back, man, at some of the things. Unless you've got a crazy memory catalog. But I don't have that, whatever. The last thing that I want to mention here is that when you're fasting, it's a lot easier to feel cold. So it's important to fast either in a warm place, like I am right now, or just always have some blankets around and some warm clothing. Here we've got some Egyptian cotton just found laying around the house. It's really, really nice. And yeah, I would like to get daily bits of sun. Sunshine feels really, really good, but not too much, because getting too much sun puts the body in a state where it needs to recover from that sunshine, and you don't want to get your body to recover from anything except the past, 28 years of existence. It's recovering enough from that right now. So you want to make sure your electrolytes stay in balance, making sure you're drinking enough water, getting enough shade, rest, sleep, and not too much stimulation, man. I see a lot of people who fast and they use the internet all the time. It's like, your fast would be so much deeper if you just didn't use the internet. If you weren't constantly checking notifications and comments and messages and emails and clicking on links and reading all these like news stories here and there. Your fast would be so much deeper. I think the body responds to how you're feeling, and how you're feeling is as a result of what you're thinking. If you're thinking about what everyone's saying about you on the internet and things like that, like as a social media content creator, like I am, I know a lot of other people out there who are as well. And they soak up all the online drama during a fast. And it's like that. Food is not just what you put in your mouth. Food is also what you put in your eyes and your ears and in your mind, the thoughts you think. So you gotta be very vigilant about not consuming that sort of crap and focus on good books. I've been reading a lot of really great books. Been listening to a lot of great audiobooks. I wasn't sure if I'd feel like inspired and excited during this fast. I thought maybe I'd just feel really calm and content and low key, but no, certain audiobooks, certain books, they get me really excited. I'm really passionate about the future and the here and now. And yeah, I'll talk a bit about more of those things, more about not using the internet as well in another video. But for now, I want to wrap this up and just let you know that these are a few of the things that I've been thinking about. These are a few of the things I've been experiencing over the past 4 days on this water-only fast. So that's it for now. Much love. Peace out to all of y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will connect back soon. If you want more of these videos, please hit the red subscribe button, and I will do my best to deliver more content ASAP. And if you're not following me on Instagram already, I am posting daily updates on there. I got my friend Frank posting them for me actually, because I don't want to log into that world. But I'm writing up a nice big caption, posting a few pics each day and sending them off. So today I'll upload day 4, and yeah, we'll see what comes, man. It's just the morning right now. It's just the morning on Merry Christmas, December 25th. This is how I spend my Christmases. All right, peace out.
Ever been to a fruit festival before? Because now's your chance to make it happen. Now is your chance to have an experience of a lifetime. Prepare yourself for 4 jam-packed days filled with education, motivation, inspiration, new friends, live music, high-quality fresh foods, hands-on workshops, and so much more. Want to come to a fruit festival? The 2019 Canada Fruit Fest could be the ideal experience you've been dreaming of. The magic unfolds August 9th through the 12th in the beautiful Okanagan Valley of Kelowna, BC. The 2019 Canada Fruit Fest, Canada's #1 plant-based health and wellness festival of the summer. Visit www.canadafruitfest.ca to learn more.